Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the land of the Lustrous. Tonight we're in episode 10. So, what happened last time? A phenomenal and quite terrible question when you really think about it. Let me first real quick, boom, comments. We're gonna do comments. We haven't seen these in a minute, so hello comments, nice to see you again. We're gonna look at the comments, and then I also have some images saved from that people have shared in the Discord that I wanted to look over. I've already seen all those images, but I think it'd be fun to just kind of show them off in the YouTube and just talk about them a little bit. So we're going to do comments, images, scroll through the episode a little bit, jump into episode 10, and then probably cry. That's probably the idea. I just got out of the bath. You can see the hair. Okay, did I get water on the webcam? No, we're being chilling. The hair's a little wet. Not going to lie, the entire time in the bath, I'm just thinking about Foss. Not the entire time, but a good portion of it. Because, yeah, it's pain. So, yeah, comments. Let's actually look at some of these comments real quick. First, yeah. The last episode was so good in like such a horrible way. Because it's just, I mean, obviously the episode was largely the Foss, like we get to see a new Foss that's been changed from all the trauma, I guess you can just straight up call it. And what's most sad to me, there's a couple lines that I keep thinking of from the last episode, where, and it's exactly what this comment's talking about, where, you like this right here. The way she's this talking about the voice actor, right? Which, by the way, shout out to the Foss voice actor Tomoyo Kurosawa. Yeah, actually crazy. This part here, the way she slightly changes her tone when she seems like old goofy Foss, where it almost sounds like she did before, but it's enough of a difference to know that it isn't. It's like those little glimpses of old Foss right here. There are flashes of old Foss. That is what kills me the most, because it's like she's so different that she doesn't even feel like the same person. But then every once in a while you can just hear it in her voice that like, oh, there she is, and then she's gone, right? And so it just kills me. Yeah, these episodes are really crazy. Blah 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 bloom. Not to mention how much of what's in Foss's mind we get to see, how hard Foss is trying to overcome trauma and grief, how self-conscious Foss still is, but with an added layer of confidence, interwoven with a denser grin and resentment of Jim's self. Okay, good use of Jim's self. That's funny. No, but yeah, literally true. So yeah, let me just keep going. Good manga idea of just putting up the chapter numbers. Because yeah, manga reactions get destroyed on YouTube. Like, I feel like even more than like anime, which is crazy. But then, yeah, I could probably just use the pip and then do some, like, really crazy copyright stuff and make something work. Well, we'll keep it in mind. I thought this was interesting. Just random thing. In Buddhist mythology, there is a treasure tower which symbolizes enlightenment. The treasure tower is made up of these substances: gold, silver, lapis lazuli, seashell, agate, pearl, and carnelian, and are known as the seven treasures. The crazy thing to me is that there's seashell, agate, and gold. Right? Because those are obviously, like, those are the three new parts of Foss. So what, you're telling me that is Foss, like, going on an enlightenment through, like, the destruction of oneself? Like, I'm not super familiar with, like, Buddhist enlightenment stuff, right? So I don't even know where to go. But, like, I don't know, like, contrast this with, Homeboy, let me get my notes out, Homeboy Master Congo, right? I feel like you can get some of those elements from Congo. So to just see them, like that myth reflected in Foss is both really scary and really interesting. Really scary specifically, though, because she only has, what, 3 of these 7 treasures? Are you telling me she's just going to keep getting torn apart and new parts sewn on? Yeah, Foss? Maybe we calm down and return to formula a little bit, right? Can I get some cheerful, happy Foss before we just stack more trauma on? Like, that'd be crazy. And there was something in here that I really liked. This is about the wheelchair analogy, which you can see, and I have a little response there. Apparently the manga's like chewing on glass. You know, it's crazy how they made glass taste just like blood. That's actually crazy to me. Or maybe it was in here. The point that I'm talking about is I was really getting on to everyone last episode, right? Because Foss is obviously in a really bad spot mentally. So to see nobody really, like, taking that seriously and, like, what's the word? Yeah, like, laughing and playing with her and, kind of, like, not, like, laughing at her, but, like, just making it very lighthearted is really depressing to see because, like, Foss is not getting any of the emotional support that I really, really want her to get. However, like, not only, and I talked about this a little bit, but not only are the gyms very like immortal, long-lasting beings that like change is kind of a crazy thing that happens, especially for Foss, who's changed super fast in a short amount of time. Like that's already something that they're not really ready for. And so I feel like what they're kind of trying to do is they're just acting to Foss how Foss used to act, right? Like they're almost like getting on the Foss wavelength. And it's said here, right? And now everyone is cheerful except Foss. How times are changing. Literally. But it's like, you know, they're used to a Foss that's just happy and chilling and making moves and dancing around and playing and having a good time. And so, you know, Foss is kind of messed up, but she's whole, you know, she's walking around, she's way stronger. So they're going to just interact with Foss the way that they're used to interacting with Foss, which is cheerful, happy, blah, blah, blah. It just makes sense. It's just like, there's like a naivety there that's really sad, like a lack of emotional awareness, right? And it makes sense for them because that's just kind of how they are. Like they're not humans, right? They don't have those emotions as much. And for Foss is like the one that's going through this like grand catalyst of just trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma, which is really getting her messed up. But that's like completely unusual, you know? Yeah. And then there's a lot of really good stuff in here. I did read through all this. One thing specifically I really liked is this part here. So, blah 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 blah. So at one point in the last episode, she was talking about how she, instead of she threw the sword, right? When the Lunarians were taking Aunt Art, she threw the sword instead of reaching out. That's like something she was kind of like telling herself that she messed up with and like blaming herself. And I think this is an interesting take on that, where it's that Foss's intent was to kill the Lunarian, which is why she hurled her sword, as opposed to her intent being to save Aunt Art. Like, for that moment, instead of trying to save Aunt Art, she was overcome with her rage to kill him, which is why she threw the sword, and then that's how they kind of ended up getting away, you know? That she was kind of blinded by, like, that anger. I like that idea. And I don't, you know, if you really ask her, like, the goal is to save Aunt Art, for sure. But for in that moment, like, the anger to kind of blind her and then make a misplay, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And then also some stuff about, obviously, Foss is, like, way stronger now. Bort was having some issues with that. We saw, like, Bort giving her all sorts of, like, looks. So, a confrontation there is probably really likely. I think I also saw that in the preview, not gonna lie. So, don't put that on the list of genius calls, because it's literally, I think, just something I saw. It is what it is. That's how it goes sometimes. But yeah. What am I drinking? I'm just drinking straight water tonight. So that's cool. Let me pull up some of these images. So this is the first one. This one obviously is so good, right? It's crazy to me because it's like that got that symmetry, right? It's got kind of a yin yang look to it. We got old Foss, happy, her fun hair, her little clipboard, you know, and then we got a gate-legged, gold hands, malleable Foss, broken leg, right? Just with the shorter hair. And then I think my favorite part, though, is that we also have Cinnabar and Aunt Art, like, paralleled, you know, like, within it, which is, like, those are the two, I feel like, the two people that have impacted her the most. Maybe a little less on Cinnabar. Well, Cinnabar was a big driving factor for the first half, but really Aunt Art was what caused everything to go wrong. Especially, look, the Lunarians, I think, are showing up in that Aunt Art thing. So those are, like, the things that are, like, going on behind the scenes with Foss as a character. So it's cool that it's, like, behind, you know? It's just so good. I was also thinking, in the last episode, I only noticed at the very end that they were powdering Foss's legs, right? To make it, like, so it looked like she didn't have the agate anymore. That's kind of crazy just to think about that, right? That they're like, the agate and the seashell mix, they're powdering away. It's like they're hiding that. Like, because they're trying to make her look, like, pretty or whatever, you know? That's, like, the powder ritual. It's, like, what you do. But it's almost like, I don't even know. It's like she's got this, like, injury kind of thing, and, like, you can kind of see it as, like, a scar or, like, you know, all sorts of, like, negative things, and they're just covering it up. And so, and they couldn't do it with the gold arms because Foss said, like, the powder would just fall off. But it's, like, a desire to cover up the prosthetic leg, which I think feeds into, like, all that, like, self-hatred, self-body image. You know, there's been a lot of body image parallels you can draw. So just the very intentional, like, dusting and covering up of this change to make it look like she, you know, has full Fossilossalite legs is just crazy to me. But yeah, so I really like that one. This one is just like, the art style is so good. Look at her. She is so happy to be here, man. And like the see-through of it. Her poor smile. Continuing. This one I really like is because it's like that scene where Congo catches Foss like right after the ant art thing, and just the gold, and like she just looks so wounded here. Oh, and like her a gate is like chipped apart, and like she doesn't have her foot, and there's the little pieces of Foss like that the gold is picking up. You know, it's like it's desperate to pick up the pieces of her that have fallen off. That's what it's doing here on the ground. Yeah, and then of course we got Congo with like some sort of Zen, you know, flowers, harmony, circle of halo of enlightenment going on. This one I really like specifically because it like feeds into the. I think it like does the art style really well, right? Like it looks like the anime art style a lot. We got the beautiful like golden flower blossom, which we saw when she was, you know, breaking out of her mental cage and her physical cage of the gold. We got like all these shards, kind of the ice flow or whatever. We got the gold like around her, kind of a cinnabar looking thing, and then the Lunarian spears, you know, coming on her. It's just crazy. And like the cracked legs, that's always what gets me the most, I think. The cracked wound scar looking legs. Because man, it just looks like scar tissue so much. It's just so sad. Oh my goodness, I miss old Foss. I miss old Foss so much. And then I think one more. Oh yeah. Dental Foss. I miss Dental Foss. Where did my Dental Foss go? Okay. Yeah, okay, episode 9. This is just horrible. This show's evil. Yeah, okay. We've met the new Foss. She looks a lot more like Ant Art. She acts a lot more like Ant Art. There's one scene specifically that I've been like replaying in my head. Let me pull it up. Oh man, her crying the golden tears, crazy. This part here. Right here. I think I might be a bit of a mess. I think that's like the only time she kind of admits it to herself. Or like not admit it to herself, but just like she says that, like she says that to like everybody in the room. And it to me just feels like a plea for help, you know. It's a call for help of just she has this front up of acting like Ant Art and, you know, being strong and like kind of being so composed, and then just for that moment there she like is like she's just so confronted with the fact like she's forgetting who Cinnabar is, right? And so she just admits like I'm a bit of a mess, and it's just so like it's so soft. It's such a soft like acceptance of your own how like effed up everything is, right? It's such a soft acceptance, which I think is just so sad. It makes me sad. Master Congo, don't make her give the business presentation. That's a misplay. Guys, stop playing with her arms. It's a misplay. I know y'all don't know better, but stop. You're literally Cinnabar. You're not helping. Congo's big snoozing. You know what? He's been up all night. Let him rest. Foss is just completely built different. Bort don't like the look of it. Bort don't like, hey, what are you mumbling Fossa light for, Foss, why do you look like this? Where's your smile? And I'm not talking about this little like content composed grin. I'm talking about where's your smile? But yeah, so obviously she's kind of the trauma-ridden big girl on campus right now, so I don't know. I think running into Bort could be a vessel for positive change, but it probably won't be. And I kind of want to just jump into it, man. I swear. Maybe like Congo, bro, what about this? Maybe Congo is like trying to keep the parts of the human separate because being a human is like suffering or whatever, and Foss is like awakening to being a human again in a way, right? Like she's obviously like getting really like she doesn't know what crying. She's experiencing crying. That's something that Cinnabar is also doing. She's experiencing all these changes, which is like atypical for gyms and a kind of a human thing to do. You know, humans change a lot. You know, freaking Heraclitus. Man cannot cross the same river twice, for it's not the same river nor the same man. Blah! There you go, Heraclitus. No, but actually, seriously, like, and he like says it's a defect, right? So I feel like he's maybe part of like he wants to keep it he wants to keep distance from the human, which is like distance from like emotions, and then distance from like all the parts that make someone human, or something. Um, but he's not. It wasn't like he was aggressive towards the admirabilis, right? The flesh people, the slug people, because you would kind of think like, oh, like he wants to keep the gym separate from the Lunarian, separate from the flesh, because you know the recombining of them cause issues. I mean, that's kind of a crazy thing. Honestly, what set this all apart or set this all off was both the Lunarians, and then for Foss, she became interconnected. Wait, this is crazy. She became interconnected with the slug people, right? She Aqualitus, right? Or not Aqualitus, that's the brother. Venturi. She was able to speak with Venturi. So like she was forming connections between the realms, right? From the gym kind, the bone kind, into the flesh kind, the underwater Atlantean slug people kind. So like as she's forming the connections between the parts of the human, because they're kind of like three different evolutionary branches or three different separations of the human, now she's suffering. You got hoed. This is why you never pick up a second language. It just hoes you, apparently. Okay, ignore that. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a little ramble. Let's jump into the episode. Man, part of me is just scared to click open. And it's crazy. What, this is the third to last episode? What? Whoa. Dental floss. Sorry, I accidentally closed out there. Ah, man, I'm gonna have to read this manga at some point. That's crazy to me. Sorry, I'm closing my Ice Cube's gum. Bro, Ice Cube's Bubble Bang, what's this called? Bubble Breeze gum? Kind of goes hard, not gonna lie. Yeah, okay. Man, my throat hurts, though. It's okay. We take another sip of the water. Calm yourself. Take a sip yourself. Glug. You're welcome. We just indirectly kissed. That's crazy to me. Woo! Okay, let's jump into the episode. Episode 10 of Land of the Lustrous. I'm just hoping that the mental holds up, because this show is too much for my poor weary soul. Episode 10. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Bang. Hair out of the way too. I love her golden heels though. What a cool move. They jump into the OP so quick. I'm so sad. Why isn't this getting a season 2? Huh? This is like a pretty old show, like a couple years, right? 5 years or something? No season 2? Because like I saw some of the manga art, and the manga art's like good or whatever, like it's fine. But I love how they adapted it so much. Like I think it looks so good. That I don't like this is a show I would wait for the anime for, because I feel like the anime is like, not that I've read the manga, but just the little bits I've seen, like I really like how the anime's brought it to life. So it's really sad that there's not more. Oh, it's so good. Sorry. She reaches for the sword. She becomes determined. She gets restructured together. What, are you being enlightened, Foss? Hey, ignorance is a bliss, though. Ignorance is really a bliss sometimes, I don't know if your vessel can handle this much truth, this much enlightenment before you literally crack. And I don't want you to crack. I don't want you to break apart. Because I love you. Because I love you so much. Oh, and she's just snoozing. She's just laying there, man. Can we have her hair grow out again? I don't think their hair grows, Shiro. Little Lunarian. What is in the water? A jelly. Oh, it's a light source. Yeah, the gold is heavy. You don't say. It's not like she was gonna go to bed anyways. She got them PTSD nightmares. She literally just stepped into one for a second, too. Hello? Who is this? Jade! 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 Look at her being worried about her not getting enough sleep. No, don't give me another... Jade, stop giving me work to do. Can you give me more moral support? Don't leave, please. Oh, Jade. Man, she's getting so much attention. Bort. Yeah? That was funny. That was a funny line. She's not gonna like that level of comedy. On the patrol? Who are you eating? Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, Bort. Wait, this is so perfect. Oh, Foss, you're getting mad. Yeah, y'all score. Okay. Okay, Foss. I liked that board. No, I liked that. Alright. Take a vote. Wow, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say. She can actually talk to him. That's, you know. No, thank you, Bort. Oh yeah, you'd be replacing Diamond, and Diamond would feel really bad about that. Man, I feel like oh, I was just about to be so happy that we were getting like a glimpse of Foss again, but then no, don't faint. Catch her with your gold. Okay, she knows she's just sent down. Oh, Diamond. Oh, Diamond. Oh, Diamond, you're so sweet. Yeah? No, Bort cares. Definitely cares. No, Bort. I really hope you are a good influence. I'm kind of feeling good right now. Ooh, Bort, you're looking good in the wind. Man, why are you wearing the gloves, Foss? The rumor spreads. Poor Diamond. You accepted it well, though. Well, we'll see. Hmm. I guess it also lets Bort get Diamond out of the way. Because, you know, Bort's like worried about Diamond. The thing about Foss with her legs, or not her legs, her arms. Oh my goodness, she's like wearing the gloves, you know. Reminds me of the powder with the legs, like I was talking about earlier. I know you do. I know you do, sweet thing. Mm. Thank you, Bort. I like the lessons. Whoa, is this one special? Twin sunspots. Okay. Okay. Okay, scary time. Whoa, very scary time. Yeah! Ah! What is that? I'm gone. I'm gone. Oh, okay. They're getting crazy. Oh, finally we get bored. Look at that. Why is it like furry too? Would that be unfair? That's funny. Okay, cut the hand off. There's like a bunch of them. Ah! Oh my goodness, it can just kidnap you that easily now? No, no, we're not losing Bort. That's just silly. That's just... Hey, Foss, Foss. Hey, Foss. Thank you. Good move, Foss. Bah! Ooh, the action scene. Okay, Shadow the Colossus. I don't think that landed very well. Of course, Sensei's asleep, too. Bro, imagine... I'll leave that thought for later. What is this thing, man? Her shoe, her shoe. We retreat, we retreat. Ooh, get out of there, boy, get out of there! No, good move. We need the full squad for this one. Good call. Good call. Oh no. It's surfing. Hey, hey, can y'all see this thing? The other gyms. Oh, good. Good move. Is this... Okay, this is like total terrifying war call. I mean, a good time to use it. Cinnabar, Cinnabar. Please don't get murked. Okay, we're fine. Okay. Foss doesn't even know what the bell means, bro. I wonder if, like, I was kind of thinking that all the Lunarians were, like, directly tied to Congo. Oh my goodness! Get out of there! Get out of there! Oh, can it not enter? Where? I swear, if Sensei just woke up, I'd be pissed. What does that mean? What does that mean? And their nap time shifts, but... What? Diamond! No, you don't get to take Diamond. That's just too far. Okay, it just changed targets. That's really bad. Has Sensei's dreaming correlated to the worst attacks? Okay, they're gonna get Diamond. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Diamond the window. Just get out the window. I was not expecting this at all. This is too much. Whoa, what's this ring, though? What's the ring? Oh, it's crawling through the ring? No! Okay. The Obsidian Workshop? No, don't peek. Just go back down. Just go back down. Just go back down. Just go back down. Why is this thing so strong? Oh, good move. Good move. Grab a... Can we just stab Sensei awake with, like, an obsidian sword, right? Like, at this point. No, 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 no. I swear, if it just shows up... Oh, Diamond! Diamond's not dead yet. I was about to say, she's gonna see a new type of Lunarian in, like... yeah. I thought Diamond was dead. A part of your plan? Bort, what do you mean plan? Alex, what do you mean plan? Your plan to get Diamond to safety by replacing her with Foss? Is that what you're? Is that a thing? What are you talking about? It doesn't even. I don't even care. We have a Lunarian monkey in our house. Ooh, the music. Dude, the camera, it's like a stealth game, bro. Like the 3D like or the over the shoulder shots are crazy. Oh my god, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Of course it wants Diamond too, because Diamond's the prettiest. Alright, does this thing have to do with I don't know. Oh my, I can't. I can't. Shut! Shh, 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 shh. No. No, what is this? Ooh, ooh. I don't think you can solve this, but I like the gusto. Ah, that's what I'm saying. Bro. Her inferiority's throwing her into a reckless spot. Oh my god. Bro, she's crazy though with it. It's just this thing just doesn't take just get out, just get out, just get out. Bort, thank you, Bort. Did you just grab your own leg? Are you gonna kill it with your leg? No. You're cracked. You're cracked, Diamond. In multiple ways. We killed it though, right? We're good? Her eyes. Aww. No! What? No. Dude, it had a face too. I can't do this. This show's too stressful. I'm actually cannot do this right now. Oh my god. I just can't handle the pressure. I just can't handle the pressure. Dude, just the chase scene, like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I 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 can't do it. And now, I mean, okay, Diamond was making so many moves there at the end. This ED goes so hard. I love this ED. This ED is so fire. What are up with these dudes? And I don't know where, like, Foss is just running around inside the school. Like, I feel sick to my stomach. Like, that was terrifying. That was so scary. I didn't know, like, why did it become a horror show? Why is it a horror? I thought this was fun gym land, okay? Why is it a horror? Like, the whole, like, you know, the psychological, like, depression, PTSD, like, that's one thing, but actual horror I wasn't ready for. It literally, it just, yeah. Getting chased always does it. I hate getting chased. That's, like, the scariest thing to me. Oh, my goodness. Can I get that concept art? Where's my concept art for the episode? Ooh, it's Diamond with the flowers, and the flowers are like the same color as her hair. That's crazy. Dude, okay. So, that was the most stressful episode I've ever watched of probably anything. In the top 10. Definitely in the top 10, which it means a lot to me. Okay, so, what? Are you telling me, okay, I'm kind of under the impression right now, or the guess. I'm kind of under the guess right now that Master Congo's like this is like Master Congo is like projection or something, right? Like some sort of like shadow self of Master Congo, and that's just what the Lunarians are. Because okay, why is this guy so strong? And like he has like this whole like sleeping thing. So is this like his like he's asleep, and then the scariest thing I've ever seen shows up, and like there's such a thing on him sleeping. So maybe like it's his, like, night demons or whatever coming out. I don't know. He's just giant, scary monkey man. He's like a Yeti, dude. He's got all these golden rings. It has all this, like, you know. And that would kind of explain why he has such power over them, right? Because he can just choose to wake up. Man, Diamond without her eyes is the saddest thing. It's just crazy, because she kept getting destroyed, but she just kept going back in. Right? She was just done with being, you know. I mean, she says it herself, right? I've got to do this on my own. And then she you know, she splits the guy in half with her own broken leg. I mean, that's just... Okay, shout out to the animators on this, though. Like, this entire, like, long scene of just her freaking bopping and weaving through the 17,000 arms of this beast, you know, flinging around her own leg, Shadow of Colossus, boom, bat, oh, broken again. The skid mark, that's actually the hardest thing I've ever seen. Like, okay, dude, like, that's crazy. Getting both your arms snapped off, like, oh, just like, bam. But then that skid, and then she just goes back in. But it's all for nothing. Right? You cut it in half. It's got that vertical cut to it. Bort sees it. She's like, wow, like... I mean, Diamond got that dog in her, to say the least. And she loves her, right? They love each other. They care about each other so much. And, like, as soon as they step away from each other, they realize how much they love each other, especially when they're put in such danger. Right, they're thinking of each other the entire time. That's all Bort's thinking about, is like saving Diamond. All Diamond's thinking about is like her relationship to Bort and her watching Bort and Foss walk away. And they care about each other so much. Like that's never even a question. And she's like, you know, you can just see how much it like pains Bort to see Diamond in this shape. But it just sucks because now what? Like Bort is going to have to fight off this thing on her own, and like. Now there's two of them. Okay, look, you have 4 arms, you have 4 eyes. This one has 3 arms and like 2 eyes? What did it look like in its full form? Can I just see this guy? Did it have 7 eyes? I'm trying to like figure out if it's like evenly subdividing, because if so, then like it's not going to be able to subdivide below having 2 arms probably. I'm trying to figure out how many phases this guy has, okay? Because he has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eyes. He has like an awakened 3rd eye and then the 6. And then he's got like a million arms. 1, 2, 3. I think it's. Oh my goodness, how many is this? 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 arms? I think he has 7 arms. Yeah, I think he has 7 arms and 7 eyes. 7's kind of a special number, right? In some things. And then these twin Dark Soul bosses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, they still have the 7 arms going on. So I'm kind of thinking it's, yeah. They're kind of, because it's interesting that this guy on the right only has 3. Well, no, does he have 1? No, that's his foot. Yeah, so worst case scenario, they have an additional phase where this guy splits into 2 more with 2 arms each, but I kind of feel like maybe not. Maybe we're just good. They kind of remind me of the amethysts too, just because of the twinning thing. Oh my! I just don't know what to do about this show. Because if Diamond's gone, like that's the biggest hit to morale, like other than Foss getting shattered and dying forever and being split apart forever and being ground to dust. Other than like that, Diamond's the next up on the list for me. And like I've gotten kind of used to seeing them break apart, so like it's scary when Diamond's getting shattered like this. But at least it's like, okay, as long as we win the fight, we're straight chilling. Like it's not even a problem. But just the amount of like I feel it in my gut. I feel it in my gut, man. The amount of like gut-wrenching worry that these 2 stupid enlightened Lunarian dude, why do they got so many abs too? Why do they got such crazy abs? What, we're on the 3.6k year? Is that a special number? 3.6 or 3,600? Or, you know, because that's how Yellow Diamond's about to hit 3.6k. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that, like, Congo being asleep directly empowers the Lunarians, and so he's gone into, like, the deepest sleep he's been in a long time because he had to stay up all winter with Foss. So he's gone into, like, this ultra deep sleep, and now his, like, nighttime devils, the Lunarians, you know, Lunarian moon and nighttime, blah, blah, blah. That's what the Lunarians are. They're, like, his sleepwalking self in a way, which is like a reflection of, you know, whatever part of the psyche you want to talk about. But yeah, it's just interesting. Like, I don't know exactly what Congo is. He feels almost like an enlightened human, right? Or like a thing that like split apart and then wasn't like he's like an enlightened being, but not quite because he got all these Lunarians on him. I don't know. And you're calling crying a defect? I mean, I guess you're enlightened people. That's the enlightened grind set. Like, I'll let it slide. But yeah, that kind of makes sense to me, right? He falls into the deepest sleep. That's when Ultra Demon shows up. So man's literally just been, like, taking micro sleeps for 3.6 thousand years and now is getting hoed for it. The sleep deficit. The sleep deficit is caught up. Gotta sleep this hoe off, man. We need to wake him from his nightmare. I mean, it's kind of it's like what Foss is doing too, right? Foss isn't going to sleep anymore because every time she does, she sees Aunt Art. Right. I think this is like her micro sleeping whenever she like has these like nightmares. It's like her micro dozing. It's crazy too because she was acting so Foss-like. You know, I was loving it. I felt like it was good old Foss again for this entire intro sequence. And then right when I'm happy about it, they just hit me with like this, like her laying back and just being like, oh, let me just forget it. Like, this is too much, you know? Like, it's such a Foss thing to do. Like, I don't know. I feel like she's just getting, like, used to the trauma. In a weird way, where it's just, like, the shock has worn off on it, where it's just, like, this is, like, kind of, she's, like, it's, like, her new normal. Like, she just sighs, right? And she's directly speaking to... And that's crazy, right? She says this, and then you hear Aunt Art crack. Oh, it's just mean. It's just cruel. Like, so she's just replaying Aunt Art's death in her head over and over and over. And, like, homegirl, like, freaking, who was it? Alex, I think? Who was, like, maybe getting new parts, and, like, Aunt Art cracking here. Maybe getting new parts changes our persona. I'm kind of scared about that. I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I think it's pretty true, right? I like her little grin here. You think? Like, that's funny. That's a Foss quip right there. That's my little Fossilossalossalite. You know, look at her go. Yeah, reconstruct our very own personas. And that's like the inclusions are like re-going in. Or whatever. It is an intriguing thought. Reconstruct your persona. Ugh. Man, I kind of want to just watch the next episode, but I feel like I need to just take a day to process this hoe before I can do that. Because this is just too much. It's just too much. It was scary. I don't like being afraid. I don't like being afraid. These action scenes go hard, though. These action scenes are crazy 3D animation. Maybe this was a bad idea. I mean, at least you split it in half. Like, that's more than anyone else could do. That's more than Bort and Foss combined could do when it was crawling through its portal. And it's cool, too, that she used her diamond leg, right? Like, the hardness 10 crystalline edge of the diamond is, like, what was able to cut it when the obsidian swords couldn't. You need to get flint, bro. Like, if you get... Like, flint can be, like, the sharpest thing, right? Doesn't flint napping, like, have a... Or whatever it's called, where you, like, sharpen flint? I feel like flint's the real move, but we don't got any flint nappers in the chat. Diamond really got that dog in her, though. That's my girl right there. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. And she's yelping out in pain every time she gets hit. I can't watch this anymore. I can't. I'm done. I'm pulling the plug. I can't do this. I'm finished with it, quite frankly. This show is so good. This show is so good. And it's killing me because it's good. Man, it's one of those shows that just, like... Random analogy. I'm just gonna conclude with this. Random analogy reminds me of when I watched Attack on Titan for the first time. Not even the whole parallel of, oh, giant scary thing is chasing small person and they're acrobatically jumping around to try to kill it. Not even that. But just like, I remember when I watched season 1 of Attack on Titan when I was like 12 or whatever, right? And it just felt like such a different world, right? Like, conceptually was so different. Like, there's just giant man-eating people walking around. I mean, I'm not going to go into any deeper on that. That's just straight up Attack on Titan plot, right? Or, like, the setting. But just the setting and the world of it was so, like, crazy to me. And so, like, I feel like Land of the Lustrous has done such an amazing job of, like, creating such a unique setting and, like, establishing, like, how these characters act, right? How they react to these things. Ton of, like, intrigue and mystery going on. Also reminds me of Made in Abyss in that way, where it's just like a world you can really like fall into, right? That's what it's felt like, which I really like. But man, my nightmares are getting chased. I get nightmares sometimes, right? I used to have like chronic nightmares. That's a little fun fact. I don't know if chronic's the right word. I used to have a lot of nightmares, right? And it's always chase nightmares for me. So seeing this stupid giant monkey chasing around my sweet little diamond, you know, she's peeking the corners. It's like literally like this is a scene out of my own nightmares. Can we calm down? It's good. It's so good. Yeah. Okay. Whoo! That's all I really got, I think, for this episode. Poor Diamond. You want me to predict next episode? Foss is gonna show up, Bort's gonna show up, they're gonna steal Diamond, everyone cries, horrible misery. And then what? Wait, wait. We conclude. This is the conclusion arc. Because this is the last thing, I think, right? Because there's only 2 more episodes. There's only 2 more? Yeah, okay, so what happens? We fight this thing, and then... What, Diamond gets... Something bad happens next episode. We finish fighting the thing. Episode 12 is, like, the conclusion. The coming down of, like, everything that happened. And then maybe the reveal of something crazy that has to do with Sensei and Lunarians. I don't know, Foss, you want to try to talk to this thing? I mean, you can. You were talking to Jellyfish 2 minutes ago. Yeah, talk to a Lunarian, Foss. Yeah, talk to a Lunarian, Foss. My sweet little dental flossalossalite. Talk to a Lunarian, See if a Lunarian says any bars. Actually, don't. The Lunarian's gonna mind corrupt you and make you sad and depressed, even more than you are. Can we get some Cinnabar love? Cinnabar has been not getting the love she needs. This show's killing me. That's all I got for this episode. Episode 10 of Land of the Lustrous. On to the next episode 11. Of course, if you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, blah, 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 comment below if you have anything to say, or join the Discord and talk to me or other Land of the Lustrous fans there. Hit the notification bell as well if you care and you want little bing, 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 new upload, bing, 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 new stream, bing, 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 bing. If you want that, you know how to do it. That's all I got for this episode. I'll be seeing you on the next one. If you see me then, peace.